All right, folks, Santa Clara County Fairgrounds, walking in early bird today, Saturday. I got to be in and out, so I got like so much stuff to do today, but these don't come around all the time, so figure head in, check it out. San Jose Super Toy Show. Let's see what we can find. It's the best in the business right here. All right, folks, so we are headed to the San Jose Super Toy Show today, and we have been waiting for these events to come up. This is the time of the season, so they'll usually do the Super Toy Show 2 to 3 times a year, but today is March 1st, 2025. Who would have thought? Yes. So San Jose, I'm calling it San Jose Super Toy Show because that's what I know it as, and a lot of people know it as the Toy Show, Santa Clara County Fairgrounds, presented by Time Tunnel Toys. If you have never heard of Time Tunnel Toys and you are a vintage collector, then my friends, you are missing out. I mean, really missing out. They have been in business for decades, and some of the rarest finds that I have found to date for my collection, especially my Star Wars collection, has come from them. So yes, they have been in business, like I said, for decades and have been doing the San Jose Super Toy Show for decades. And I even sold at one of their events, one or two of their events, well over 2 decades ago. Okay. They have always, this event has always been larger and larger and larger, and some of the most rarest finds come from here. Even in the past, we have even seen a missile firing Boba Fett there. You've seen some of the rarest Godzilla figures, some rare Masters of the Universe figures, rare Ninja Turtles, and so on and so on. But you can see in the library down below at Time Tunnel Toys, their shop, when I filmed there, and also the San Jose Super Toy Show past events that I have also filmed at. So we are headed to the San Jose Super Toy Show for another great day with some more, hopefully, give me some luck, folks. Hopefully we get some really good finds at this one, but it is gonna be a hectic day due to the fact that we are booked up. So I have to be out of there no later than 12 o'clock. So we are going in. It is the morning right now. We are going in, try to hit that early bird. The early bird is at 9 o'clock. So I can't be there like a half hour late. I can't. I have to be boom, 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 and get in and out because I have to be out of there by 12. We're going to another event, and then from there, we're going to another event tonight. So it's going to be a packed day for me and my wife and my family. So, yeah. Enjoy this edition of the San Jose Super Toy Show, Santa Clara County Fairgrounds, presented by Time Tunnel Toys. Pure greatness coming our way. And yes, folks, if you've never been to one, hopefully I will get more info, and I'm going to talk to them from Time Tunnel Toys and see if they're going to do another, and I'll give you the info at the very end of the video. If not, hopefully they got like a flyer hanging around or whatever it is they usually do for their next event coming. And I will present that to you at the end of this video. So stay tuned and enjoy our day. Santa Clara County Fairgrounds, Time Tunnel Toys presents the San Jose Super Toy Show. Alright guys, take a look at this. Oh, and it keeps going. Over 400 vendors. This is crazy. We're going to try and make record time. Alright, so I always wanted to get a look at these. These are the Monster High. Yeah, this is new right here for sure. And then they have Dracula. This is cool. And they have this.
So cute.
Alright, so the same dealer has this right here. You can see some of this. Let me know. It's the Masters of the Universe. You got a Conan right there. Got this guy. Look at that. Don't know what's in there. Look at this guy. And then there's like a all gold like He-Man in the back. You can see him right there. Really cool. Alright, so found a dealer that has some masks. I do have all of those. But this one I would pick up, but it doesn't have the tag on the side. So it looks like it might be used. These are impressive. Look at that. Those are big ones, like the Shogun Warrior type. So you can see all that. Let me know what you guys think. Okay, and then he also has like a lot of Lucy's. You got the turtles. Oh, this is cool. Wow. Alright. Try to slow down, but I gotta pick up my speed a little because we are really on borrowed time. Like really bad today. And so, oh, this guy's cool. Is it a soft head? No, it's a hard head turtle. Look at this guy. Alright. Look at that. Things, and then these. Wow, they went down in price. Maybe because they don't have all the weapons. I know that they could be very expensive, especially this one. 20 bucks is a steal, but it doesn't have the weapons. I do have all these already, and the reviews are in my. Look at this. It's cool. Oh, you got a Leatherface right here. Alright. Some Five Nights at Freddy's. I'm doing TikTok videos with these guys, so some of them are rather pretty cool. So okay, and then he also has some more bootlegs like this one. Okay, very nice. It's not every day that you see something like this. This is really cool. It's a cool looking panda. Wow. And this guy got good prices. I've already bought some things already. It's crazy. Alright folks. So this, we got a lot to go. So try not to get no faces. Oh, pardon me. There's some stuff right there. Show you this a little bit. Good thing going.
I was waiting for you to be. I got a Kenny. Oh, wind up one. I mean, I already have one, but
Okay,
I
let me show you this.
Everyone has their own grail at the booth, so you know what I'm saying? It's just.
I had to have a conversation myself just to get out.
Oh yeah. It covers the charge of the booth here, you know, whatever the fees are and everything, you know. At least to break even, and whatever else is all great.
It's one of those pieces. If I sell it, great. If I don't, still great.
Yeah, yeah, for sure, man. All right. How long you been holding on to that?
I had it a while, but I have one in box mint, like cherry. So
And then we got another dealer over here that has quite a bit of Godzilla. So it's a cool looking shirt. Godzilla Fest, 20 bucks. Not bad. Let me see if I can squeeze up in here. This place is loaded already for the early bird.
Yeah, they made a large set of them.
And then the ones.
So yeah,
the ones
some of
in
these
the
are.
Series 3.
I remember him quite a bit. That was super cool back in those days. Look at this. The two girls, you don't never see them. For sure. Some Godzilla goodness. And you got some stuff there. More Godzilla up there. Mixture of model kits and everything else. Gigantic. And that's who they are. Kong's Cave. On Collectibles of Collectibles. Okay. You got some rare turtle action right there. Look at that Kong. That Kong looks insane. Look at that. And they got some turtles. Super rare ones. I have never ever seen this one. Very rare. Yeah, it's a good booth. Got some old school boglins. So let's head around to the other side, see what they got. Let me check this out right here. Yeah, these banks are getting rare. There you go, folks. Super cool living dead doll right there. That thing is the Mad Hatter. It's really cool. So that's all Monster High, living dead dolls. We got some My Little Pony. This particular vendor is here all the time. They're in the corner. If you've been to one, you would know exactly who they are, because they have so much Transformers, and that's what I mean. So, see some Transformers. See some stuff over there. Yeah, it is loaded in there. I mean, it is packed. It's a little hard for me to squeeze through. Let me see if I can squeeze through here.
So it's actually going to be $43.75.
Got a lot of Lucy's. He-Man. And then you get this wall of just Transformers. Oh, they got an old school hand speeder right there in box. Super cool. You don't see him no more. And look at that. Wow. That's a piece right there. Right here, got a lot of Lucy's. Look at that guy that's way in there. Looks cool. Alright folks, so you don't see these toys anymore. Like, literally you just do not see these toys anymore. None of this. This is all like really old, some McDonald's stuff. You can see a lot of the old Mad things. Look at his first aid kit. All the way down for Barbie. But on the other hand, let's look at this. Look at that. You just don't see it. That's what's so fantastic about the San Jose Super Toy Show. You come here and you see stuff, your nostalgia, your childhood, you're going to see it all over again.
Very rare.
Let's see if I can squeeze through here. Stuff like this.
Hey, they're the hotels from toys.
Hey, they also have this stuff.
And they have the blue light special going. Kmart, look at that. Super cool. Alright, check out these aliens, folks. All side by side with Robo-Cop. You just don't see this no more. You just don't. You got Ripley. Super cool. That. You have boxes full of stuff. It's a cool booth too. I'm digging this one. That's some Universal Monsters. Got that gremlin right there. Looks like a funny. And you got these predators. Oh, those are insane. They're sick. Got the predator right there. Another predator 2-pack. Wow. This dude brought it. He brought it today. Alright folks, check this out. Old school Spider-Man. Old school Superman. With Robin, Batman. Wow, remember these guys? Old school Barbie. And they have like some Star Trek.
Did you find the impact?
I'm looking for them right now. There's never enough time to do everything.
Obviously, they have Star Wars. But there's something in this next one that just got that high and it's that right there. Look at that doll. This doll just looks creepy.
It's marked on the top.
Go back to that doll.
Make sure you get it right.
Let's go blues.
125.
Correct.
That's 35.
Things.
I'm gone, Laura.
Check this out. There's something at this table that just got me, right? So it's coming up. Wait till you guys see this. That. Look at that. My God, look at my hand right there next to that thing. That is super cool. I've never seen that. Oh my God. Look at these really old. Never even seen any of that. These oddball soldiers. And you got these things called infernos. And then you get, look, this dude, really cool. So I found this other vendor. Look at that.
It's a big deal.
Really cool, look at that. Looks real good. Oh man, look at this, all this goodness right here. Wow. Yeah, this card is Star Wars. Super cool. Some red lines. More stuff. So yeah, right here we got more red lines. Old school right here. Really cool. You guys got to check these out, especially if you're a Hot Wheel collector. I mean, you're gonna find some really good deals. We got some stuff.
I don't know that it's complete. I mean, I opened it and it looks
Got
like
these.
there's not very many pieces.
I hear you. It's one of the I'll rather double check it myself and then put it online. This is one of the things if I check it, I'll probably put it online, you know?
Yeah.
It's easy money for
Alright, now this is what I'm talking about right here. Look, got Sheiky Baby, got Terry Funk, Bob Orton. These look, that Terry Funk looks like it's never even been played with. Neither does that Sheik. Bob got a little bit of wear on him, but got these old AWA, like Remco figures. It doesn't look like they have their belts with them, but you got like Paul Ellering and the whole Legion of Doom, the Road Warriors. So it's not every day that you see this. That's a pretty clean hillbilly gym too. And look at Mr. Fuji. Usually when you find Mr. Fuji, he's all jacked up. But yeah, they did. And then look here, Corporal Kirshner.
Nice.
Some of these. Then you have the ring. Wow. Look at this. Wow, they got a lot of good stuff. Yokozuna. Yeah, these are gonna be hot right now with the whole bloodline thing. Shout out to my boy Jacob Fatu out there. I want to say what's up if you're watching this. I know you probably are. Look at these guys. These guys are really, really cool. Oh, you got a JYD right there looking. Look at that. He's clean. Hercules. You got some of that. Yeah, this vendor has a lot of stuff. Got some more Godzilla. Yeah, luckily I came in as an early bird because it will get festered and bad enough it's hard to walk in here as it is. So, and this is a big place. So, yeah, you got that Transformer right there. More Transformers. Yeah, that's a good booth.
They get dirty and stuff.
You just don't see a lot of this every day. Casper the Ghost.
Oh no!
Marilyn Manson figure. Where do you ever see that? It's weird. Holy crap. Oh man, look, the old school Street Shark. No, that's a new one. I have that one already. And have some of these. Games. Look at this. Really cool. Small soldiers. It has some in-box too, also in package.
That was my collection.
This is what San Jose Super Toy Show is all about, like old school stuff like this. You just don't get to see on a daily. Little superheroes. Look at that. You don't never see that Bruce Wayne. You also have some comics. Did I show you guys that thing up there?
Almost up to the center.
Yes, look at this. A package, still in box, original Scare Glow. 2000. Wow. looks amazing. Wow, folks, look at this. You could easily make a Chelsea Green figure out of that.
Luckily, I bought that plastic bag.
Look at this, folks. Yeah, this is super cool. Cool comics. This guy even has Garbage Pail Kids. A whole binder of them. Look at this. Thundercats. And then you got... Okay. All carded. Alright folks, so if you want any of this, yeah, this is the person to look for. So he's also on Instagram right there. That's his shirt. So yeah, give him a big shout out. Alright, Star Wars collectors, it's coming for you. There you go. Inbox. Inbox. These ain't the repro boxes either. These are the OG boxes. You got a Hulk Hogan up there still with the belt. When do you ever see that? This is a good boot too. Wow. Wow, this guy has a lot of stuff. All Migos. Super cool.
Couple things over there, not much.
We got some $6 million man. Some more Migos. Star Wars. Oh, Han Solo still has his medal. Yeah, he has everything. His gun, everything. Yeah, you just don't see him like that no more. Carded Yoda. Some G.I. Joes. Right now we're talking. Evil Knievel, baby. Look at this. Wow, the wind-up dragster. You never see that. That is just insane. He has a box. Wow, super cool. Bionic transport right there in box. Wow, this is super cool. This is an experience, folks. It really is. More Evil Knievel set up right there. Hulk Hogan with card. Okay, the Death Star PlayStation. Yeah, look at that. For the original 12. Boba Fett in box. Holy crap. Yeah, that's money right there. For sure.
Oh yeah.
So we found some Ben Coopers. Didn't expect to see these. He has a fairly large amount and they are stacked. I mean, look, when do you ever see that? You will never see that. That is just cool.
More than my wife would like.
You see? So, yeah, this is a cool vendor.
Talk to her and tell her that.
Alright, so I've purchased something from this vendor before, and he always brings it. Like all the time. Look at this. When do you ever see that? He has Simpsons. So, original Power Rangers, he has these. Wow, those are super cool. They look just like him, especially that dude. Bruce Lee. And he also has like stuff like this. Like that you just don't see every day. Wow. Yeah, I bought the last time I bought a Evil Knievel from him, the carded one. Power Rangers, all carded. Carded Rangers. And then he has these. Yeah. And then here we go, carded. Super cool. Robo-Cop. Some aliens. Okay. Rock'em Sock'em Robots. Alright folks, check this out.
Oh yeah.
Snake Mountain.
Oh yeah, we'll do that.
And there you go.
Do you need a sticker too, bud? Do you want to like look at this? Yeah, cool, man.
You got this stuff.
That's I gotta hand them out. Making my wallet. I got money.
Really cool. This type of stuff you see, all the old stuff. So
Rob's hiding somewhere over there if you see him. Okay, cool, excellent. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
yeah, folks, that's the Ghost. That thing is monster big. You want to see how big this is? Look at that. With the Sabine figure. Yeah, it's the Ghost ship. That thing is huge. Wow. Alright guys, so we are here over at Super 7's booth. Yeah, it is just loaded. Super 7. I had to wait for it to calm down a little bit because there was just so many people here. Motley Crue. So the doors are getting ready to fully open to the public. So yeah, I want to make sure I got some Super 7 before some Lemmy from Motorhead, Rita Repulsa. Yeah, they got some stuff. Okay, that looks cool. Got that Lemmy pointing at you. Oh, that is cool. The Ghost, he looks sick. Oh man, he looks freaking sick. Ghost Papa. I'm really digging that Ghost Papa. He looks cool. These Dungeons and Dragons, these ones are nice. He looks cool. Wow, some Toxie. Okay. Alright, so we got some Return of the Living Dead. Really cool.
He's hoping for that, I'm sure.
So,
like, someone comes in with a good deal. He's like, actually, I do need that. Make that here.
Godzilla. Looking cool to me walk around.
What's that?
More Godzilla.
The new ones are, this one is
Oh, he is cool.
No, so there's two waves probably that you haven't got since.
Look at this.
Like, there's Godzilla 89.
Oh, that's cool.
Mecha 93 and Godzilla -1 are the brand
Oh,
new
yeah, this
wave,
one.
and the
This
one
one
that
is
was
cool.
right before it is
They
Titanosaurus,
even have cards now. Oh,
Heat Ray
snap.
Godzilla, and Megara
Thundercats.
and Godzilla 55 Flow, and
Got that.
the clear green Godzilla.
Alright.
some of these are just creation variation.
Yeah. Yeah. Some of those are based on, old vinyl covers.
You got Big Bird from Sesame Street. Look at how big that thing is. That thing is huge. Wow. Little blind boxes. You got the Iron Giant. And then Sesame Street is making a huge comeback. So is the Peanuts gang. Wow. These are so cool. Look at him right there. Count. Count Von Count. And they also have the cards for them too. Super cool. Alright folks, look at this. Look at the size of this right behind me. This thing is completely amazing and it is a showstopper. Look at this. Wow. When do you ever see anything like that? Look at the size of that. That is just insane. You just don't see it. Could you imagine having that in your house or in your room? Wow. Just my goodness. Wow, that thing is impressive. All right, so at this point in the video, I know it's late and I got home and everything else. I wanted to point out that this robot that I literally stood in front of was probably one of the most insane things that I seen today at the San Jose Super Toy Show. The people at the booth were more than friendly, and yes, I was on a time crunch and I only had time for that robot. I wish I could have filmed the rest of their thing, but the owner of that whole area said that he's not really so much a dealer as much as he was just selling things there. So he really didn't have no info, or else I'd post it on how to get that robot, because he wanted $1,200 for it. So yes, that thing was just super impressive, but I was grinding my teeth and I was like, oh my God, like $1,200, I can imagine where I'd be able to put this in my house. But my house is not so much, like our whole appeal is not so much for robots as much as it is horror, but I left it for somebody else can possibly pick it up, and hopefully somebody gives that thing a home. But yeah, it was very impressive, as if you could see in the video, folks. All right, so I wanted to see this mask in person, and it does have a tag with the way the Trick or Treat Studios, they do it from. This thing is insane. I mean, I absolutely love this. It is a thing of beauty. But this is my friend Jorge's from the toy shop. His thing, he got that cool looking Ghostbusters. And then, yeah, check out, he has some new stuff. So I'm gonna head back to the toy shop. So I got the invite now. I gotta set up a thing. Ooh, he has an old school Turbo Man. And so he has Snake Mountain, but I also got an invite from Super 7. So they asked if I could go up to San Francisco, and I will. So yeah, for sure. They were super cool. But this is my friend Jorge's booth. Yeah, he has the new version of that, and then he also has one in box. Look at that. An original OG, so yeah, wow, he is blowing up. Big old Chucky. I already have that one already. So, Castle Grayskull. Yeah, check out the toy shop there in San Leandro, California. So, yeah, I will head back to his store, and you're going to be amazed. So, he's made some improvements. You can check out his store down below. In my library, there you go, you got some candy corn. Okay. So, head right here. Go around. Check this out.
Thank you.
So, we got some Goose Turtles.
I'm thinking about it. I have turtles.
There you go. Look at that. When do you ever see that? Super cool. I think this is a really nice figure. And people always passed on it, but I think it's really nice. Alright, so since my wife is an extreme Raggedy Ann and Andy collector, I mean, we got some extreme stuff, and we've even sent a message to the final owner of Annabelle, the one that was possessed, that made the Annabelle thing. If they need a place to locate it, we'll take her, But we have a huge Raggedy Ann and Andy collection. Look at this. Super cool. You just don't see that every day. I mean, I do got some creepy stuff in my house. Look at this. Remember back in the day you would have this? This is what it's all about, San Jose Super Toy Show. You just don't know what you're gonna see. Look, MC Hammer game. When do you ever see an MC Hammer board game? So there you go. It's a little mixture of everything. So that's what I like about this event. Don't know what you're gonna come across. You got some new street sharks. Alright guys, so what do you think about this? You ever see stuff demented looking like that? Just really, really cool. Got a Dolly Parton doll. Look at that. MORK and MINDY. You never see MINDY. Oh man. I bought my MORK from here in box. We also have lunch boxes, the original Pac-Man lunchbox. MORK and MINDY. Let me hop around here. This lunchbox. Part of WCW Hogan. But these lunchboxes are good. I like the monkeys on this one. Real cool. And look at this.
Oh, I just stuck the finger
Pirates of Dark Water.
Oh. Yeah, they just had 10 on all 3 pieces. Oh. Yeah, I just made a centipede out of it because, you know, it's fun. Well,
Super cool.
Thank you, man.
And you got this guy lying around right here. Looks for some love.
Sun gold.
Oh, I didn't bring it. I didn't bring the monster box.
And right up there. Take a look at that.
Got my number, right? Yeah.
Some Robo-Cop.
No, I'm excited. Still fishing.
Really cool. Look how creepy those things are. Really cool.
If you need help with vendors, I have a lot.
And let's walk over here because there's also more. So let's check these out. Ray Carlo. Let us wind up Godzilla.
This will be a Nintendo Power Pack.
But then you get these. I love these. Look at that. The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Dracula. Mummy. Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. You get that big old Planet of the Apes. Yeah. Super cool. Lion Bob. And then you get this Hulk. He's cool. O.J. Simpson. Alright, so this is my friend Juan's booth with Comic and Figure Addicts. Yeah, and he has these Living Dead dolls. These things are insane. Super cool. Loving these. He also has a lot of Mezco 112. So, yeah. Check it out, folks. Check it out for sure. And he also has a Pennywise and a Chucky right there that is super cool. Alright folks, so remember this right here because we're going to go in his booth. And he has a whole lot of goodness here from all this. And his booth is stacked. He has that R2 right there. But this is what I mean by stacked. Look at that. So we're going to hit all that. Let me head inside. Pardon me, gentlemen. Look at this. Here. When did you see that just lying around every day? Look how many speeder bikes he has. Still in box. So, looks like they might have sprayed this gun. So yeah, he has a lot of stuff. This, wow, incredible. Star Wars is big business, folks. Big business. So he also has these like that you no longer see. And he has stuff like that. So let me try and talk so I don't get a copyright. A lot of people are playing music over here. So it's on the back. That's a rare one right back there. So he has that. Wow, he has a lot of stuff. So yes. So he has this. Somebody's playing music like really, really loud, and it's like music all over, you know, but wow, holy crap. This is a lot to take in. Whoa, look at that thing. When do you ever see that? I've never ever seen that figure. You know, so I don't know what's going on with that. Some of these are just super rare items that he just has just here. When do you ever see that? So you got a Bantha. Okay, now I'm gonna turn around right here. Wow, you're probably gonna lose it right here. Look at this. Another Boba Fett in box. He even has an Obi-Wan right there. He's even selling the box to one. Maybe that's the Obi-Wan that goes in it. So, yeah, he has a lot of stuff. And then he also has like older like Turtles, stuff like that. And then he also has Barbie. Just a lot of stuff. So I want to show you he also has that too. So yeah, he has just a mixture of stuff. If you're looking for any of it, there he is right there, folks. All right, folks, so their next big toy show is going to be in June. June's going to be a heavy month because we got Sinister Creature Con as well to go to. So yeah, this will be the next big one, and this one I assure you is going to be big because the weather's going to be a lot better. But yeah, so yeah, join in. I didn't film everything. I got to leave everything to the imagination, but there was a lot of vendors here today. So all right, folks, so hopefully you enjoyed the video. Until the next one, good night. All right, folks, so it's the end of the video. It's very, very late. My wife didn't want to be in the video because we have been out all day. Quite a bit of a day today, huh?
Yes, quite a day.
Yeah, it was quite a day. And like some of the dealers, I was talking to them and I had to make it quick because we were on a time crunch. And we had to be out of there no later than 12, correct? Mm-hmm. And we actually made it out by 11:38, correct? But we barely made our other things that we had to take care of. And it's very, very late. But we got to show you our pickups as to what we actually picked up. And then at the end of the video, I want to thank a lot of people that really were very friendly to me and my family. So, all right. So let's start off with some finds that my wife got. So we'll start with this. She picked up this. She is a huge Raggedy Ann and Andy collector. And yes, we made the proposal. So if the original Annabelle doll needs a home, you can relocate her at my house for sure. For sure. I'll pay for her transport and everything to get her here. So, all right. But anyway, we picked this one up. And what did we pick this one up for?
This one I bought it for 10.
For $10, and it was from one of the dealers who last time sold me the like the forest green playset for Robin Hood, the one that lines up, matches up with the Ewok playset. So he sold me the whole thing last time, and yes, it does work. We need to get a
battery,
9-volt battery, and it talks and everything. But it does need a little cover that covers the battery. So if any of you have that cover lying around, get a hold of me down below or DM me about that cover, because yeah, he gave it to us, gave it to her for $10. So yeah, I want to thank them for that. Also, we picked up this.
My jacket.
Her jacket, and it glows in the dark. So literally all this glows in the dark, and that is from Holding Aces. So I normally film holding aces every time, even when we first met them over at Sinister Creature Con. And the lady makes all this by hand, and it is good quality, folks. Good quality. So I will give you their little QR code at the very end, and if you want to pick some stuff up like that, you can. So she gave my wife a really good deal, and she's always very good to us, and I always film them all the time, but I just didn't get around to doing it this time because we were on such a time crunch. So what else did we also pick up? Of course, we picked up another Raggedy Ann doll for her collection. This is the holiday edition one, and we need to get Andy now for that one. But picked that one up for 10 bucks, so you can't go wrong with that. So that was a really good score right there. And then we also picked up, you guys are gonna trip out on this, an original Cabbage Patch doll. And
she did have a missing hair tie bow.
She has a missing hair tie. But how much did you pick her up for?
$5.
$5. $5 bucks.
10, but he gave it to me for $5.
Yeah, so yeah, there you go. She got a new home, and like I said, we have a lot of strange stuff here. So if you're into creepy dolls and everything else, and yeah, this might very well be your channel. So definitely, we scored some deals for my wife. She definitely scored some deals. Let's show the other one that we also picked up. She got this doll right here for, he is from 1931.
From between 1930 and 40s. I
30s and 40s. And she got it because he looks just like my Uncle Danny. Just saying. I got you on that, Uncle, if you're watching this. All right, but anyway, we pick up a lot of old stuff, and this happens to be one of them. And my wife looking out, and her good eye caught this one, and we got a really good deal on this one also.
Sure did. $3.
So $3. So you can look him up. What is he called again?
Oh, it is a some type of Mexican doll. I don't have my phone. I don't remember.
Yeah, but he's on eBay, and he markets for anywhere under the $40 range. So yeah, that was a huge score, and he's pretty much complete. So yeah, there you go right there. Okay, and then my scores of the day was, I got this 18-inch, maybe even bigger, bootleg Freddy Krueger, and they had a price tag, I believe, of $40 for him, and the gentleman let him go for $30. So yeah, he is bootleg, and he even smells brand new, to be honest. And this is an old piece, so everything is there. You can see the face on that. I had no idea that this was a bootleg, and even after I picked it up, one of the guys behind me was like, "Wow, you really scored on that one." So. But we know we love our horror here, so I had to pick that up. We picked that one up. And then also, I picked up a Freddy Fazbear for a TikTok video coming, because he has his guitar. He has a lot of, I don't know if this is a pick or what it is, a stand that's behind him. He has his sombrero. So he too also reminds me of my uncle Danny Garcia when he used to wrestle and he used to come out with the sombrero, even though he is Puerto Rican, and he would come out as if he's Mexican, because you got to go with what works. So yeah, you can look up stuff on him on the old Bay Area wrestling site. Check him out. That was my uncle Danny Garcia. He used to come out like that. So he reminds me of him. So I want to do a TikTok video of him, and I got him for $10. So you can't, he's like not even played with. The guy that sold it to me said, he goes, yeah, I would just unbox them and just display them. And that's it, $10. So you couldn't go wrong with that. But
he's pretty funny.
He's funny, huh? My big score of the day. Here it is, folks. Here is the big score of the day. The Freddy Krueger remake version of Freddy. Okay, let me put him over here. Okay, so he is the remake version of Freddy. and this guy goes for a lot of cash online, and I got it for $20. So there you go. Could not go wrong with this. Absolutely love it, and he's gonna fit into my Freddy collection just perfect, because you guys know I've been saying I want to do a glass case just for Freddy. It's gonna have his gloves and everything else in there, so I want to do one just for him. So I want to get what I can, and this figure is dynamite. Yes, it is. It works out, and it's a NECA product, so early NECA. All right, folks. So I want to, let me show you that QR. Let me see if I can get it on there. That is for holding aces. So I don't know if you're able to get that. If you want to pause the video, you can.
Yeah, she does really good work.
Yes. I wish I could have filmed her booth. She had a lot going on there. She makes everything from earrings to shirts to all sorts of things, purses and everything, and it's all like horror related.
Yeah, so definitely check out our website. Check
out her website for sure. Also, we have Toy Fusion, which we are headed back. As you could tell, the San Jose Super Toy Show is coming back first week of June. So we're gonna hit them up. But in the meantime, towards the end of June is Sinister Creature Con. And Sinister Creature Con is just as much our baby, correct?
Yep.
As much as the San Jose Super Toy Show is. I got a lot of things I want to get signed there. And folks, like I said, if you see me in there, we're very friendly. Just come up and just say hello. Say you enjoy watching the channel. And yeah, we'd appreciate it, you know. We really appreciate everyone that watches the channel. But Toy Fusion was up there, and yes, we will be heading to Toy Fusion the weekend of Sinister Creature Con. So it will be towards the end of June, because they have a brand new store over in Sacramento. All right, now here is Time Tunnel Toys. They are in San Jose, California. Santa Clara County, whatever you want to call it. Look them up, San Jose. They have been there for decades. They don't plan on leaving. They got everything from movie props to everything. To the suit that Godzilla wore, they got it in there. When they filmed that thing, they have all that. And they are the innovators of the San Jose Super Toy Show. And to me, of toy shows, period. Because they have been doing it for decades. I don't mean like 10 years. I don't mean the last 5 years. I'm talking 30, 40 years. Okay, that's how long they've been doing this. That is their baby. Also, I want to give a big shout out to Juan from Comic and Figure Addicts. It was good to see Juan. And also very good to see our really good friend Jorge as well from the toy shop. We are headed back to the toy shop. Also in the future, we are also headed back to Pot of Gold Collectibles. They always treat us very good. We are headed back there. And it was good to see my good friend over at Garcia Collectibles. I didn't have time to film his table, but it was good to see him also as well. And also it was everybody that came up to me. And so I want to give a big shout out to DJ, who said that he was going to go in. He ended up going in early just to be able to see me there on the early bird track, and he scored big time. So DJ, I want to thank you for checking out our channel and loving our channel. Also Neil, I want to give a big shout out to Neil, because he also lives in my area here in Tracy, and he came up to me and he was very friendly, and it was finally good to see some of my subs, you know, they're coming up to me. And also we got another huge invite, folks. And we got a huge invite from Super 7. So we are headed to Super 7, to their headquarters store over in San Francisco. So yeah, the gentleman there, he just invited us out, and we were like, yeah, we would love to film at Super 7. So look for those videos coming in the future, and a lot more to come here on MOE'S Toy Room. And I want to say to everybody that was going up fist pumping me and saying, hey man, we love your channel, it's great, keep up the good work, everything else. We were on a time crunch, my friends, and I still gave you guys the time because I appreciate everyone that subs to our channel and likes this channel, and they do know that I get back to all my comments. All right, folks, so to all the vendors that I was unable to film your thing, we were on a time crunch, and that was it, right?
Yeah.
We were on a high time crunch, so next time I will get more video of all the vendors and maybe make 2 videos, maybe even 3, because that thing is that big, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that big. Maybe even 3 videos. And just get everybody's table. Just do a whole all-out thing. All right, folks, so from Moe's Torum to yours, everyone, good night.
Good night.